Sunshine aplenty out there today. We have temperatures right now that are falling below the 40-degree mark, except for, say, a spot or two like westerly, which is right on the nose there right now. But it's a chilly evening. Again, the good news is not a lot of wind out there today, so it has felt pretty comfortable at times. Not a cloud in sight as we continue through the overnight period here. That's going to allow those temperatures to drop down below the freezing mark and into the upper 20s by tomorrow morning. But pretty typical for the first week of the new year. Happy New Year again, everybody. Hope you had a great one and a safe one and a healthy one. As we continue here in time over the next few days, we've got mainly quiet conditions, lots of sun. Again, tomorrow, starting to see some high clouds that'll filter in, but still really nice day out there. Now, Thursday gets a little interesting. We've got two pieces of energy. One up here, northern New England, upstate New York, looking at a few snow showers. Another piece of energy diving south along the jet stream. That's going to stay offshore. Typically, when you need some kind of big coastal system, you would want to get those pieces of energy to sort of come together and play nicely and cooperate. But that's not happening this time. They just sort of miss out on each other here. They do come together once they get past this, and I'll explain why that's significant in a second. But still cannot rule out maybe a passing rain or snow shower across our area during the day on Thursday. It looks like maybe one of the best places or most likely places to see that as the storm does come together. Again, we sort of missed the train on this one, but maybe our easternmost sections out towards Cape Cod or the Vineyard or Nantucket. Clearing out behind that, but what that's going to do also is going to drag in some very, very cold air. Notice the cold colors here on Futurecast. Take a look at what it's going to feel like by Thursday evening. Teens, these are your wind chills, not your actual temperatures, but it's going to feel frigid out there. Some single-degree wind chills expected. Look at Worcester, goes down to about 2-degree wind chill. Now 1-degree wind chill on Friday morning. So a bitter cold into the work week. That sets the stage for what we have on the way this weekend. Now, I said it was significant that this storm came together, even though it missed us, but it sort of hangs up here over the Canadian Maritimes and the North Atlantic. And what that does, typically we say when we need a snowstorm to develop along the East Coast, we need some sort of North Atlantic blocking feature. And a lot of times that winds up being an area of high pressure to block this in. But what happens here is this slows down and sort of stalls out. It doesn't allow for a progressive jet stream. So this storm otherwise might come flying through. It slows itself down now, and that could mean a significant snow event for coastal New England. But again, we've got some mixing concerns right at the coast. That's probably the biggest degree of uncertainty right now, is the exact track of this low and the mixing concerns that we here across the area know all too well. But there's plenty of moisture with this next storm system and a lot of cold air in place. Again, that cold air is dragged down by the previous storm that comes through. And so I would say right now the best outlook that we have here is limited accumulation along the coastline where it'll be a little too warm and rainy, keeping those numbers down. But here you get to the capital city, we could be looking to be in that maybe 6 to 10 inch range. And that's what a lot of people have been looking for and waiting for. It has been nearly 2 years since a storm over 6 inches hitting our area. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed, Alyssa. The snow lovers are going to keep our fingers crossed that really not too much change in the forecast track for the weekend. If you're down at the shoreline, you want that storm to trend a little bit further east, and that would allow the colder air to come all the way down to the shoreline and not get us mixing with that rain. Beyond that, we get a quiet day on Monday, and then Tuesday, another storm system comes in. Remember, I said very active jet, but this one looks like it goes right over to all rain.